Are you an entrepreneur looking for inspiration to take your business to the next level? Look no further. Here are the top 10 business books every entrepreneur should read. Number 1. The Lean Startup by Eric Ries. In The Lean Startup, Eric Ries offers a modern approach to business development, advising entrepreneurs to adopt a flexible, iterative model that values customer feedback over intuitive guesswork. Eric Ries, an entrepreneur and author, introduced the Lean Startup methodology to help entrepreneurs and business leaders develop products or services under conditions of extreme uncertainty, which is a common scenario for startups. The approach is drawn from lean manufacturing, a production practice considering the expenditure of resources for any goal other than the creation of value for the end customer to be wasteful. The central premise of the book is the concept of validated learning, a structured approach to learning about what is likely to work without spending excessive time and resources. Validated learning, according to Ries, is the process of demonstrating empirically that a team has discovered valuable truths about a startup's present and future business prospects. A key technique of the Lean Startup methodology is the build, measure, learn feedback loop. Here's how it works. First, you build a minimum viable product, MVP, the simplest version of your product that allows you to start the process of learning. Next, you measure how it performs in the market. Then, you learn from the experience, and use the knowledge to decide whether to pivot, make a fundamental change to the product, or persevere. Another important aspect Ries discusses is the value of innovation accounting. This involves measuring progress, planning milestones, prioritizing work. This practice allows startups to understand how they are doing in the context of their long-term goals, instead of solely focusing on the short-term success of the product. Ries also emphasizes the importance of small batch sizes in manufacturing and development processes. Instead of manufacturing in large batches, which is time-consuming and resource-intensive, Ries argues that small batch sizes are more efficient, allow for quicker feedback, and reduce risk. Number 2. The Hard Thing About Hard Things, by Ben Horowitz. Ben Horowitz, the co-founder of venture capital firm Andreessen Horowitz, draws from his own experiences in the tech industry to pen a survival guide for the daunting world of startups. The book doesn't offer a formulaic plan or roadmap for success. Instead, it's about navigating the tough problems business school can't prepare you for. One of the critical lessons from the book is dealing with the struggle, Horowitz's term for the extreme stress and difficult decisions entrepreneurs face. He makes it clear that the struggle is an inevitable part of any entrepreneurial journey, and it requires tenacity and resilience to navigate through it. Horowitz emphasizes that hard decisions often involve choosing between bad options, and there are no easy answers. From laying off employees, dealing with politics within the company, to having to sell the company, he provides an honest account of how he made such hard decisions. One particularly noteworthy section is about hiring. Horowitz argues that executives should be hired based on their strengths rather than the absence of weaknesses, and that cultural fit is critical. He also provides a valuable framework for assessing whether an executive is not suitable for the role or the company. Another insightful aspect of the book is his take on the CEO's role. He proposes that the CEO's primary responsibility is to be the keeper of the vision and the story of the company. This role is crucial in attracting investors, customers, and, most importantly, employees who believe in the company's mission. The Hard Thing About Hard Things also includes various other tips like managing one's own psychology, handling business downturns, and the importance of being transparent with the team about the issues facing the company. Number 3. 0 to 1, by Peter Thiel. In 0 to 1, Thiel provides a thoughtful and provocative framework for anyone looking to bring unique, innovative ideas to the market. He dismisses the conventional wisdom that encourages startups to find a niche in an existing market and compete. Instead, he argues for creating monopolies by building something fundamentally new and thereby creating a new market. The book stresses the importance of avoiding competition. Thiel believes that competing in an existing market and battling competitors will only lead to marginal improvements. Instead, the focus should be on building something unique, thereby establishing a monopoly that allows a company to set its own terms. A key element of Thiel's philosophy is the emphasis on the importance of sales and distribution. He underscores that it is not just enough to build a great product. Entrepreneurs also need to think deeply about how they will sell it. Many tech companies often overlook this aspect, focusing only on product development, which Thiel suggests can lead to their downfall. Thiel's ideas about team dynamics are equally illuminating. He stresses the importance of a well-functioning team. Thiel emphasizes the need for each team member to be different in skills but aligned in vision. He argues that startup founders should pay careful attention to their early hires to ensure they share the company's mission. Another important idea Thiel shares is that of definite optimism. He encourages entrepreneurs to have a clear plan for the future and be optimistic about its execution. According to Thiel, many of today's businesses operate on indefinite optimism, hoping that future will be better but without any concrete plans on how to get there. Lastly, 0 to 1 also talks about the importance of timing in launching a product or a business. It suggests that great businesses are often built around a unique secret or truth that others haven't realized, and the right time to share that secret with the world is when society is ready to accept it. 0 to 1 is not a step-by-step guide to building a successful company. Instead, it challenges readers to think differently and question established norms. Thiel's contrarian approach provides a refreshing perspective on entrepreneurship and is a valuable read for anyone looking to bring something new into the world. His ideas inspire not just to iterate or improve but to innovate and revolutionize. Number 4. Start with Why, by Simon Sinek. Start with Why delves into the heart of successful organizations and leaders. Simon Sinek argues that the most inspiring leaders in companies all think, act, and communicate in the same way. They start with why. They inspire others by putting their purpose, cause, or belief first, rather than focusing on what they do or how they do it. Sinek's Golden Circle theory, a model that places why at the core, surrounded by how, with what on the outside, forms the backbone of the book. By placing why at the center of business decision-making, Sinek argues that organizations can foster loyalty, inspire innovation, and drive sustainable success. Number 5. Thinking, Fast and Slow, by Daniel Kahneman. Thinking, Fast and Slow delves into the two systems that drive our thoughts. In this illuminating book, Nobel laureate Daniel Kahneman, a leading psychologist, explains the dichotomy between the intuitive, system 1 foot, and the deliberate, system 2 feet. Kahneman reveals where we can trust our intuitions and how we can tap into the benefits of slow thinking. The book provides an insightful tour of the biases and errors in our thinking process, leading to better decision-making in both personal life and business. Understanding the operations of these two systems can help entrepreneurs minimize mistakes and improve their judgment. Number 6. The E-Myth Revisited, by Michael E. Gerber. The E-Myth Revisited debunks the myths surrounding starting your own business and shows how commonplace assumptions can interfere with running a business. Gerber walks you through the steps in the life of a business, showing how to apply the lessons of franchising to any business, whether or not it is a franchise. Gerber's theory of the 3 personalities of a successful entrepreneur, the technician, the manager, and the entrepreneur, offers valuable insights. This book is a must-read for anyone thinking of starting a business or for those already in business who are looking to gain perspective on where they are in the entrepreneurial process. Number 7. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, by Robert Kiyosaki. Rich Dad, Poor Dad is Robert Kiyosaki's story of growing up with 2 dads, his real father, Poor Dad, and his best friend's father, Rich Dad, and how both men shaped his thoughts about money and investing. The book explodes the myth that you need to earn a high income to become rich and explains the difference between working for money and having your money work for you. Kiyosaki posits that the rich teach their children differently about money, cultivating their financial literacy from a young age. This book is a great starting point for anyone looking to gain control over their financial future. The core takeaway is that understanding money, earning, spending, saving, and investing can open the path to wealth. Number 8. Good to Great, by Jim Collins. Good to Great is a result of a 5-year research project by Jim Collins' team, studying 28 companies to understand the key determinants of success and endurance. The book presents the concept of Level 5 leadership, leaders with a paradoxical blend of humility and professional will. The book introduces readers to other core concepts like the hedgehog concept, simplicity within the 3 circles, a culture of discipline, and the concept of the flywheel and doom loop. Collins' findings emphasize the importance of disciplined people, disciplined thinking, and disciplined action for any organization's transition from good to great. Number 9. The 4-Hour Workweek, by Timothy Ferriss. The 4-Hour Workweek is a guide to escaping the traditional work model to live anywhere and join the new rich. Timothy Ferriss challenges the old concept of retirement as the ultimate goal and promotes the idea of lifestyle design. The 4-Hour Workweek pivots on the concept of lifestyle design and the idea that we don't have to follow the conventional path of working for 40+ years and deferring all significant life experiences until retirement. Ferriss challenges the traditional work ethic, advocating for working smarter, not harder, and using automation and outsourcing to create a streamlined 4-hour workweek. Ferriss breaks down his approach into 4 steps, which he abbreviates as DEAL: definition, elimination, automation, and liberation. The acronym neatly encapsulates the book's central tenets and offers a strategic blueprint for escaping the 9-to-5 grind. Definition encourages the reader to redefine their goals and ambitions, moving away from conventional ideas of success. It's about determining what you want out of life, and not just in terms of finances. It's about creating your version of an ideal life. Elimination is about time management and productivity, but not in the way we're accustomed to. Ferriss argues for a focus on the 20% of tasks or activities that contribute to 80% of outcomes, based on the Pareto principle. This approach necessitates the elimination of non-essential tasks, leading to significant time savings. Automation is about creating an automatic source of income. Ferriss discusses the concept of a muse, a low-maintenance business that generates significant income. With modern tools and virtual assistants, Ferriss demonstrates how operations and processes can be automated, allowing the entrepreneur to step back. Lastly, liberation is about breaking free from traditional expectations and norms of a static workplace or home life. It's about mobility, flexibility, and living life on your own terms, a concept that Ferriss encapsulates as geo-arbitrage. While the idea of a 4-hour workweek may seem unattainable or too good to be true, Ferriss offers numerous case studies and practical tips to bring readers closer to this reality. He doesn't promise that the path will be easy, but he ensures it will be worth it. One of the book's most valuable takeaways is the shift in mindset it cultivates. Whether or not one achieves a 4-hour workweek, the concepts of defining your own success, focusing on productive tasks, automating processes, and seeking liberation from geographic constraints can have profound effects on professional and personal life. However, the book is not without its critics. Some argue that it promotes an unrealistic and privileged lifestyle. Others suggest that it undervalues work and oversimplifies the challenges of entrepreneurship. It's important to approach the book not as a guaranteed roadmap but as a source of inspiration and a starting point for thinking differently about work and lifestyle design. Number 10. Business Adventures, by John Brooks. Business Adventures is a collection of 12 Wall Street stories that provide insights into corporate and financial life in America. From the Edsel disaster to Xerox's rise, the narratives explore corporate strategies, boardroom games, and executive behaviors. Bill Gates, co-founder of Microsoft, recommended this book as his favorite business book. Although it was published over 50 years ago, Brooks's explorations offer timeless lessons about the successes and failures in the business world. The book serves as a reminder that the rules of the game and the challenges faced remain unchanged. In sum, each of these books offers a unique perspective on business and entrepreneurship, providing you with a wealth of insights, strategies, and inspiration. By turning their pages, you can equip yourself with the knowledge needed to navigate the challenges and opportunities that come your way.